Oh, dude, I just bought some cleats. I should show you.
Did you, like, for softball?
Yeah.
Do they make special cleats for that?
Yeah, you got to wear, like, molded cleats, whatever.
What's our team colors this year?
I don't know yet, but these are the cleats I got.
I have to find a neutral. Oh, they're nice.
Did you say
look
neutral?
like mine. A neutral
Oh, those
color.
are cool.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't know-
$40. You know what's
I'm on that church league or whatever the hell.
Yeah, you know what's fucked up though? So I was looking, cleats up, and they had low tops, whatever, and I was like, oh. And on this side it was like $20.
Ooh.
I was like, ooh, but then I was like, I kind of like mid tops, whatever, better anchor support. I'm hoping to have these, for a couple of years, whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sleep on it, whatever. I wake up, I'm like, dude, it's like $25 cheaper. I'm gonna get the low tops, whatever. I go and look on the site. Nope, it was only for like last night only.
Oh, that sucks.
So those shoes were the same price. I'm like, oh, mid tops it is. All right.
That sucks. I would rather have mid tops though, just because you're running around bases.
Yeah. Well, low tops
always
supposed
so
to be a little
scary.
bit lighter, whatever, make you quicker, but it doesn't even matter because I'm gonna be hitting them, striking out anyway. So I'm like,
That's true. That's true. It's okay. I won't be playing. I'm just kidding.
I say,
I
everybody
might
know.
play.
I told everybody. I was like, dude, Bernowski's in. Fuck, he's in. He's on his way. I'm telling you guys twice. Just because you're on your way.
All you gotta practice is hitting though, right?
Well, yeah. There's not much to do at catcher.
Hell yeah. All right, this will be a good season for me.
No, yeah. But, yeah, if you guys need cleats, I know Big E from work, he just bought some Nike cleats for $15. So,
From
Shit.
China?
huh?
From China?
Nope, I forgot what the site said. He sent me
Well-
a picture, but
Hook me up with it.
we can talk about
It'll be
that.
our trade
We can talk
secret.
about that after, huh?
Yeah. Wait, did stuff happen this weekend?
As football related, no. Actually like football related, not really. There was a combine,
Oh.
just a bunch of dudes working out.
Definitely not important. I hear it's the underwear Olympics.
That's what it is.
Nothing gets handled.
Well,
All right.
anyway,
So we learned a lot. We learned a lot.
There's no wardrobe malfunction, so that's good.
actually, this one dude, he was doing one of the drills. I forgot what drill it was, but he kept having to pull up his pants because it just kept falling. I'm like, dude, why?
They're skin tight.
Like, why? Why is this happening? You can see his, like, half his ass fucking... I'm like, dude. Whatever.
Aren't they skin tight? How does
It's
that
supposed to
happen?
be. I don't know. Maybe he got his just, like, a size too big or something. I don't know. It was, like, one of the linemen, which usually always
Yeah,
is.
sometimes they like ride up or ride low or something.
Okay, I can see that.
Compression, So you're moving a lot, big guy.
You got a belly.
Pushes it
Things
down.
move.
But,
What did you learn from the combine? I feel like it.
I
told us
learned.
a lot,
I
but
learned that
gave me questions.
Saquon Barkley, is a robot. Is not human.
No, he's a creative Madden player.
You can't. Yeah. Who said that? Steve Smith.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
He really is. Just put
Seriously.
speed, agility up to 99.
230 pounds, runs a 4.4. Come on. Come on.
That's pretty good.
That's crazy.
I was looking him up just for comparison's sake for like running backs that have become great the past couple of years that have come out of the draft, and he's just above all of them. Like LaShawn McCoy, Le'Veon Bell, Zeke, Fournette, he's above all of them, numbers wise, and it's crazy.
Yeah. He.
But do you get gun shy with how good his workout was and what you see on tape? Do you get a little gun shy and think like, because I'm hearing a lot of 1 overall. I don't know, man.
It's just like I don't know about like gun shy because his tape and combine all fits together. Like
Yeah.
you look at his tape and then you look at the combine. It's just like, oh, that's what I see on tape. Just a freak. But number 1 overall, it's just tough because it's Cleveland.
What about a top 5?
Top 5, Indy makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you need.
I just mean,
you-
is he a top 5 talent?
he's a top 2 talent. I have him, and if I did like a big board, it would be him number 1, Quentin Nelson number 2.
Okay, so there was no needs. You're saying he
There's
would be,
no needs, yeah.
he's the guy.
It just sucks that that running back has become more of a luxury position. Like if you can get a stud, you do it. But it's just like it just sucks at the top 5. It's tough to see.
Yeah, and there's that one scout saying he would punch himself in the nuts to draft this guy. I mean, the 2 teams that made the Super Bowl this year both had a committee. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't need.
That's what makes it tougher. That's why I can see Barkley falling, just because. Look at the top 5 teams, like Denver.
Cleveland, they have Duke Johnson. He catches passes.
He catches
just like
passes,
Saquon.
and they can easily find a running back in free agency. But they need help everywhere else. The Giants, they need an O-line more than anything. Plus maybe a quarterback. Eli's not going to play forever. Probably shouldn't even be playing this year, but that's a different conversation, different day. Who's next? Indy? It would look great in Indy, but
Those unis would look good on him.
oh yeah, but offense is just not the problem.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of is, because Andrew Luck has to do a lot.
Yeah, but
But Frank Gore, I mean, he hasn't been great, but
you know how you don't
he's been
ask
serviceable.
Luck to do a lot? Have a defense that can hold
good
the team
defense.
under 20 points, and then don't got to drop back every time.
Yeah,
and they
you're
have
right.
Marlon Mack,
Agree
whatever.
on that one.
I think he looks solid. Denver, I don't know. They cut CJ, and I mean, I could see him, and I could see Barkley on any team.
Once you start getting to the Colts and Denver and stuff, it starts to make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
And even the Jets.
yeah. When we were
You don't
talking
think
off,
the
I think
Browns would take him with the second pick, though?
No, number 4?
Yeah.
I could
Depends
see
on who
it.
they take in the first. Because if they take a Bradley Chubb, I personally think they should take Nelson.
Browns take Nelson.
Yeah.
I don't think so. They just paid for 2 guards.
All right.
Yeah, their O-line is like one of the few things that isn't dog shit on that
So
team.
they could go running back.
They could. I don't know. I honestly think their 4th overall pick, I think they trade down. I think that's what they're going to end up doing.
Well, they said that they're open to trade the first one, too.
But I don't know. I just think
But who would that be for?
Barkley? I don't know.
I don't see a
People
team
might do
trading.
that. Well, not always.
The only thing I could see,
Because none of the quarterbacks are worth trading up for, at least in my opinion. Because what?
Quarterback class, but there's a lot of them, so.
Yeah, there is a lot, and even when you get to the middle of the first round, there's a lot. So, and none of them stand out as like that guy that is the can't miss quarterback prospect to me.
yeah.
So I don't see anybody trading up to number 1 for a quarterback. I could see maybe Bradley Chubb, but
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, there's nobody worth it trading up to number 1. Number 4, maybe once the field clears a little, and some of those top tier guys start getting off the board, then maybe just to nab one of them up. But
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know where Barkley's going to end up.
I could
Like-
see number 4, whether that's Cleveland or another team. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just the thing, like. And
He blew it away too.
He did. It's just that especially when you have guys that like out of last year, like Leonard Fournette, he was good, but there was also a guy named Kareem Hunt and Alvin Kamara that was picked in the second, third, fourth rounds that did just as good. So
Yeah,
it's just running back's just a tough position.
yeah, it is.
If he played like any other position and
And
did
Kamara only played half the time.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, you could still get fine production, good production out of running backs. Like, look at guys like Le'Veon Bell, 2nd-round pick. Jordan Howard, 5th-round pick.
Yeah, and I looked at Geis because I really high on Saquon Barkley, as you know. But
Yeah.
I looked at Geis just to see what the drop off in talent is, and I like Geis. He's not. He doesn't look like a bad player. He looks like he could break a few, but he just.
As a runner, I think it's
Yeah.
somewhat close, but if you put everything you want in a running back and pass catching, if
That's
you want to
what-
return some kicks, that's where Barkley's just like, "Oh, see you later."
Yeah, that's where I see Barkley as just more valuable. But as a pure runner, Geis isn't that bad.
Yeah.
He's not that bad at all. And then there was what's the third ranked running back?
God, I wish I would have brought my list. I fucked that up.
Yeah, you did. Man, I don't even remember what school he was from anymore. Oh, fuck it. Missed it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But-
35, so I don't know. Ronald Jones, the second.
Oh, the USC guy.
Yeah.
I'm not that big of a fan of him.
Or there's Nick
I
Chubb.
like the potential. I like Chubb more than.
Chubb looks like the kind of guy that when he's within the 30 and within that, like up to the red zone, that's his break-off run range. But I just don't feel like he can rip off an 80-yard in the NFL.
Yeah.
I feel like once he
But,
gets
I
in
mean,
that
that's fine,
30-ish, then he will.
Yeah.
He is a big, beefy dude.
He ran better than I thought he was going to do. I thought his 40 time was pretty good for his size.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't see him as that elite, break the bank once you get an opening kind of running back.
Oh, of course. Not,
Whereas
no.
Geis, I can kind of see that, but definitely Saquon Barkley.
Josh Adams from Notre Dame. He's a pretty okay. Yeah, he's an okay running back. I don't think he's actually that good. He was playing behind Kurt Nelson and
Yeah.
Mike McGlinchey.
And they're both kind of good.
Yeah, especially that Nelson guy. I was surprised that Chubb was only 227. He's lighter than what's his name?
Saquon?
Yeah,
Yep.
I was surprised by that because the dude just looks
He looks beefy.
yeah
How tall is he, though?
5'11".
Saquon's 6 foot.
Yeah, I think he's 6'1", maybe.
No, he's 6 foot.
Is he? Flat out 6 foot?
Flat out, flat
Alright.
foot, 6
Better
foot.
not be lying to me.
I'm not lying to you, man. I looked at it.
I'm just gonna look at it now, just,
Alright.
just to be sure. I think you're right. I believe you. No, be 6'6".
Wowza.
What
a tall guy.
That'd be weird. 6'6" running back. Couldn't see that
He's
ever
a
being
bruiser.
good. How'd you guys feel about the quarterbacks?
It's
Josh Allen is faster than I thought he was going to be. Terrible form, but faster than I thought he was going to be.
you didn't like his form for the 40.
Yeah.
I thought you meant his like throwing form. I was
Oh, no.
like,
No,
That's
his
what?
40 form. Because he had like the weird, like, his biceps were here, but he's just doing the, I don't know. It's
Hey.
just awkward to watch.
Hey, it
but
worked.
whatever.
Yeah, and I have my top 5 QB board definitely changed.
yeah, this was just. There's not any guy, like I said, that jumps off the page. So I feel like anywhere in the top 4 quarterbacks, you can get somebody that's going to be serviceable, definitely a mid-tier starter. And
Yeah.
I don't see, especially not right away. I think if they got a good situation, good talent around them, I can see Josh Allen or Rosen being better later in their career
Yeah.
as they get experience and everything. But I don't see any of them being a swing out of the park.
The only person I really see that can come in the NFL and play right now is Rosen. I don't know, he just came out of pro. I like that he came out of pro style system. His mechanics looks good. He had some off throws. I don't know. Looks like I don't know. It's because he was playing with receivers he doesn't really, play with.
He's
so
throwing it low in front, like on the
Yeah.
slant routes and stuff. He was throwing it low in front of him.
I thought that was a little weird, but
yeah.
Josh Allen, I thought surprisingly, he definitely would do like good throw. Then, what are you doing there? Throws.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's just how he is right now. But he's someone I think definitely should take a year of coaching and playing under. Like if he got to play like under like, behind like Josh McCown, I think that would be amazing.
He definitely solidified his talent, though. Throwing that 70-yard bomb.
Just nonchalant.
Mm-hmm. I think
like
that
that.
showed a lot of teams like, hey, even if this guy isn't the most polished, he's got a lot of arm strength. And that translates. You got a guy that can throw it 70, 80 yards down the field. That's a weapon.
Oh yeah. Baker Mayfield, I thought he looked solid.
Yeah,
I didn't think he did anything special. I thought
He
his arm
confirmed a lot of
strength
things.
was better than I thought it was going to be.
Which I think the main part was, and I heard this going into the combine, was the main thing for him was going to be the interviews. It was
And
going to be
I-
how he.
I heard 50-50 on that.
Yeah.
I heard people loves his attitude, and then some people thinks he's way over the board cocky.
Yeah, like a Tony Dungy probably won't like him.
No.
But a John Gruden might think he's sweet shit.
Yeah. But besides that, the only thing we talked about that before, I was hoping you'd be faster than his 4.8 time.
Yeah.
That was a little disappointing.
Definitely was slower than anticipated.
Yeah. But
But
besides
what's his
that,
20-yard cone shuttle time, if they have that? That's where I would be more...
I don't know.
I think it's going to tell more of the story with him just because I do see him move around the pocket a lot, which I like. He seems like he actually has a pocket awareness.
Yeah.
And so does, I think it was, not Rosen. It was
Darnold?
Darnold. Yeah,
Yeah.
Darnold's got a pocket awareness as well. So that's why I think he could be successful on the next level too, which I still really like.
Baker was 4.28 in the shuttle.
I don't know what that means in like
Is that good for a quarterback?
So he was third out of the ones that did it.
Who's first?
Kyle
Kyle Letta? Yep.
And then Woodside was next, and then Mayfield.
Nice.
Okay.
I heard Kyle Letta is going to be the next Jimmy Garoppolo.
He was tied with Josh Rosen.
I heard a really awesome football theory this week.
What's that?
It was about the Patriots. I fell into the rabbit hole, man. Bill Belichick threw the Super Bowl.
He threw it?
He threw it because they traded Jimmy Garoppolo. And he was like, fuck you, ownership. Fuck you.
Think so?
Yeah, that's what this theory was saying. All he needed to do was bench that, what was the corner's name? Good God.
Malcolm?
Yeah, Malcolm Butler. He was crying, sitting on the sidelines, and last minute, you know what I mean? What a move. How to demoralize your defense in a second. And then also he's shopping both of his coordinators out to be head coaches.
He kept...
I know he kept McDaniels, but he was shopping both of them. And they only kept McDaniels because Kraft had a meeting with Daniels.
Yeah, but Belichick was there.
Yeah. I heard they weren't getting along. I don't know. I heard that it was a really steamy conversation after they traded Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, yeah. I know people wasn't happy. I know Belichick wasn't happy about it.
Mm-hmm. So
I mean, so far he looks right.
the theory goes he was unhappy about it, so much so that he was trying to blow up the Patriots organization to retire after both coaches left and leave him with Tom Brady, because he was pretty much like, hey, Tom Brady, we didn't have him. We went 3-1. So we should do what I want and not keep Tom Brady. Which I didn't know this, but Jimmy Garoppolo's throwing motion, I didn't know how fast it was. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's like
It's quick, man.
He's like number 2 in the league.
Yeah, it's quick, and he always likes to keep his feet moving, too.
Mm-hmm.
I was a big Jimmy fan.
Man, hey, they stole that guy right out of there. Even if Belichick was pissed and all that stuff happened, rightfully so. I mean, this dude's a young, talented dude.
Yeah.
So, San Francisco's set up, man. I think if they knock a draft out of the park, they're going to be good for years to come.
Mm-hmm.
But, hey. I heard Kirk Cousins is, speaking of quarterbacks, I heard Kirk Cousins is boiling it down to 2 teams.
Yep.
New York
Vikings and Jets.
Vikings. Yeah. Told you, man, those Vikings.
It's one of those things where it's like, I kind of would rather Kirk go to Minnesota just because then the Jets needs a quarterback.
Yeah, that's the trade-off I'm at, too. I don't want him to go to Minnesota because I don't think it's smart for them. I think they should spend more money on their defense because they're going to have a lot of people to start paying.
That's why I'm totally okay with them paying for Kirk because, my team I still think is another year away of actual, playoff contention. So it's like, yeah, go ahead, Vikings, try to win it all this year. I don't care. Pay all your money to Kirk.
Yeah, it is effectively moving their Super Bowl window up to like the
Yeah.
next 3 years,
But
and then that defense is going to fall apart.
how does Kirk do under pressure though?
Yeah,
'Cause we don't
How
know.
many playoff games has he played in?
None.
Exactly.
So, and if with the money that Minnesota's gonna be paying him, they got to an NFC Championship game with Case. Anything less, it's like, dude, you suck. You're a failure. Okay,
Like
we
we had Case Keenum and we made it to the NFC Championship.
Yeah. So it's no
What are you
excuses.
doing? And he didn't even have Dalvin Cook.
And you're probably gonna have Dalvin Kirk. Hopefully, he
At
stays
least
healthy.
one would hope.
Yeah.
One would hope you have Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it doesn't make much sense.
That's why
for
if I
them
was him, I would go to the
when
Jets.
I thought about it more. I mean, I think it's still going to happen. I think he's still going
Yeah.
to go to the Vikings. But taking a couple steps back and thinking about it and all the money they're going to have to start paying because they made an NFC Championship. These defensive players are going to want to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially their D-backs, they got kind of a no-fly zone. God, he's such a fucker. Oh, man. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Tell him I said hi.
I hope the Jets don't pick him up because
Hey, Bryce, Nick, and Vince say hi.
fuck you.
He
Just
could be an
because-
award-winning listener.
That's one more quarterback that doesn't get picked in the top 7.
Yep.
And that makes me sad. Although they could trade back then.
They're good.
But
But
I think the Vikings are going to take him, though.
I think so too.
Who else? What do you guys think about
that's
that
fine.
guy with the one hand? Griffin? Is that-
Yeah. I mean, he's small.
I think he's gonna be a beast on special teams.
See, when I'd never seen him before, so when I saw one-handed linebacker, I thought he was like cut off from like just below the elbow because I played with a couple kids like that,
Yeah,
so
no,
I thought he
it's-
kind of like a nub. But no, he's got a full arm,
Yeah.
and he looks like he uses the bone to punch out the ball. He actually causes a lot of fumbles and stuff.
Huh.
So, and he can still catch and everything. He's fast.
Is he able to
Yeah, he
use
could-
prosthetic hand during football?
No.
No, but he like. Still
I
uses it to
heard some of his
secure-
ideas just put how players, like when they hurt their hand, they put a club on it. Just have him do that.
But why? There's no hand to put the club around, so it would look weird.
I don't know.
For look.
Protect his forearm? I don't know.
But then it weirded me out that he was only like 220 something because I thought, man, if this dude's missing half an arm, that's like 20 pounds.
That's why.
Not really.
Yeah,
that's why I think it's
Yeah,
hard to see him translate as a linebacker in the NFL because offensive linemen, they're all big and strong.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
And if he gets the Packers hug technique put on him,
Yeah. Like, I don't know. And
I don't see him
it's
fighting
just,
out of that.
And NFL coaches and them are smart,
Mm-hmm.
His non-hand side, they're going to go block him. He can't grab you.
Yeah.
Like, if you're running past, he can't.
Yeah.
It sucks to say. It's not fair. But
I mean,
It's-
you're
it's-
right. You're
what
right.
I know, they said some scouts are worried about Troy Fumagalli. They were like, yeah, we'd rather him have 10 fingers on both hands.
It's
That's just fingers. This is a whole hand.
I saw the tape and I was like, man, this guy looks pretty good. So like the good side of me is like, give this guy a chance, and he's fast.
Mm-hmm.
He's he's a little small, but
Yeah, I would love him as like
whatever.
a backup.
And then I
special
look at
teamer.
it again. I'm like, he's got one fucking hand. Like, this is the NFL. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
I don't know, because
no.
you're definitely not putting that on the outside. Because he's never gonna wrap anybody up. So you got the one hand, the no hand on the inside of the formation, wherever he is.
Mhm.
And I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, no, I, it's too tough to see him as a starter.
Yeah, good story,
Yeah,
good story. But he's got one fucking hand.
that's why I think. That's why I'm saying special teams, man. Like,
My
sucks.
biggest thing was like he was compared to Patrick Peterson as
What?
a corner, like his like size
Oh,
and
his
everything.
size and like
Size
40
and
time
and
or
everything
whatever.
was all
Oh.
compared to Patrick Peterson as a corner. I was like, you want him to play linebacker? It's like he's not Dion Buchanan or like Mark Barron. But maybe. I don't know. If that's what the league wants, then sure.
I mean, if he could play,
yeah.
by all means.
Yeah.
I just don't think he can play.
I heard Seattle is the only team that met with him.
Okay.
Seattle has his brother
Really? I
at
didn't
corner. Yeah, his brother's a little bit faster. They ran the same 40 time, but when they did the simulcast, his brother edged him. They're like the same. They're like
I didn't know he had a brother.
his brother's like 20 pounds lighter.
No.
They're
Does he-
twins. They're twins. Yeah, that's all right.
Does he have 3 hands?
What's wrong with you? Do you know his story about his hand?
No.
He was feeling so much pain in his hand, and he was trying to cut it off himself.
What the fuck?
His parents were like, "Oh my god, let's take him to the hospital. Something's wrong." And then he has some type of disease thing where he like always felt pain in the hand or something. I don't know like the complete story, but
That's pretty messed up, man.
yeah, he was 4 years old.
Somebody put a voodoo spell on that dude.
Voodoo? Why is it voodoo?
I don't know.
Well, of course he's black, so it's voodoo now.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
Wow. Racist motherfuckers.
Speaking of racist, NFL Network's pretty damn racist. A white dude ran a 4.35, and Deion Sanders could not believe his eyes. He was just like, "Did he just run that?
Yeah.
How can? Man, I can't say that on TV." Went up and shook his hand and everything.
Beautiful
At
moment.
least
Definitely not
congratulated
racist, but why can't we say jokes like that on TV? It would have been funny if it was like, "A white dude ran that."
Because it's not running from the cop speed anymore.
Dude, that was so funny when they had that in Madden.
That was the
Borderline
Bomb Diggity.
racist. Borderline racist. Loved it though.
I mean, in his defense, he would have said it to a white guy, but it's just usually not a white guy burning people. So he just never had the chance to use the comment.
Wes Walker gets a big gain in Madden. Here goes the running to the bank speed. Totally changes it.
It's a black guy that says it too, Gus Johnson.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of my favorite play-by-play callers. He should be during Monday night.
I love Tony Romo.
Tony Romo's bomb diggity. Oh, what's wrong with you? Let's get back to the.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the combine, huh?
Yeah,
Wide
that's a bunch of
receivers.
shit.
I
I don't like any of them.
think all of them's pretty much in the same ballpark. In any other draft, I would say most of them is between the 2nd and 5th round receivers.
Plus or minus Laquan Treadwell. Which, do you like him or do you like these receivers better?
I'd pick these receivers over LeGrand Treadwell.
Okay, because he was a first round pick.
I know.
So,
Doesn't mean he should have been. But, yeah. I mean, there's not one receiver I was like, oh, man. Woo! We got to get this guy.
Gesicki. That was my wide receiver, and he's not even a wide receiver.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a big wide receiver.
He was the one guy where I was like,
Yeah, I think he reminds me of Travis Kelce.
but better.
Well, we don't know that yet.
He's athletic as shit. I don't
He's
know what they
athletic
put in
as
Penn
shit.
State's food.
I saw an article comparing him to Rob Gronkowski. That would be like the next one. So I was like, maybe.
I heard Godert was supposed to be that guy.
Yeah, Rob is a big.
Yeah.
Gesicki's like big, but he isn't like big.
You know who Godert is?
The D2 guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dallas Goedert.
Yeah. He's big.
Is he?
Yeah. I akin him more to Gronk and Gesicki more to Jimmy Graham.
Mm-hmm. That one fits.
Because he's just a big wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to teach him how to block. And that's fine. Get another tight end off free agency or some vet or something that knows how to block. And he'll block.
Yeah, it's nice to have, though.
It's nice to have, but you don't need it. I'm saying if you're looking for a weapon, like the Packers, if you're looking for a weapon for the middle of the field, Gesicki, just stick him in there. That guy's a freak. But that's just me. Other than that, other wide receiver options,
If I was Green Bay, I would go after Cameron Brate.
that would be a good pick.
It just came to me because I was looking at your jersey.
Shh, that's not me.
Because he was 10 Tampa Bay Buccaneer. In case anybody did not know who Cameron Brate was.
No one did 2 years ago.
Nope. And now he's going to get paid.
But yeah, the tight ends, I think, are the only weapons besides the running backs. Otherwise, the wide receivers, I really, really don't like any of them.
Nope.
I wouldn't draft any of them in the first round.
Nope. Which I'm glad someone will. Yeah. It
just seems to be how it goes, no matter how bad they are. Mm-hmm. Regardless of position, they'll just see, oh, this is the number one corner, or number one wide receiver, or running back, or whatever, and they'll draft him.
Yeah. Like, there's some guys I see their ceiling as wide receiver 2s, but I just don't see a bona fide one. Otherwise, I see most of them as just wide receivers or just, like, slot guys.
Yeah.
I think the slot guys class is okay for wide receivers. Christian Kirk, I think he'll be a good slot. DJ Moore from Maryland, I think he'll do really good in the slot. It's just you just don't pick that in the first round.
No, definitely not.
No.
You go for more of a offensive lineman.
That's why Jarvis Landry is getting struggled of getting paid because you're a slot receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's really good.
But he's not outside.
No. Maybe he can play outside. I don't know. Miami just didn't do it enough. But
But when you got strength in the slot, do you take him out of there?
Nope.
Probably not.
But, yeah, I heard he's going to get traded.
Jarvis?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing, too. I hear him. Sammy Watkins is in the market, too. And I think Watkins is better than all these guys.
In the draft.
I like to compare the players in free agency.
I thought you were talking about free agency. I was like, I'll take A-Rob over him.
Well, obviously. Yeah. But I just like to compare the people from free agency to the draft because, like, you can either overpay this dude or draft somebody.
Yeah.
And I don't see any of these wide receivers being better than people you can pick up on free agency. Mm-mm. So I think if you have a wide receiver need like the Bears, the Ravens, any of those teams really that just need somebody on the outside, pick them up in free agency.
Yep.
Because that's where a lot of talent's going to be.
Speaking of hitting free agency, Allen Robinson hitting free agency. That's awesome. Well, unless he somehow gets a contract done. But...
Did you tell him the story?
Oh, yeah, no. So, do you know who Adrian Amos is?
Isn't he your safety?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was working out, whatever, this morning. You know how Instagram has that live thing, whatever. And there was 10 people viewing, which I'm like, because it says up there in the corner or whatever. I was like, oh, well, if I say something, you better see it.
Yeah.
I was like, he was like, hey, get Aaron Robinson working out with you in Chicago's gear too, whatever. He's like, man, I can't be saying anything. I don't want to be starting any rumors. And then the very next comment after mine was Allen Robinson saying, laugh my ass off, with like 4 O's at the end. And I didn't fucking screenshot it. I should have screenshot that shit.
Been like
I just didn't want to be a weirdo because I heard in live if somebody screenshots your thing, they see it, and then want to be one of those fan people, you know.
I'm sure that
I like to think I'm more casual. I know, but
you probably find it somewhere.
Yeah, I
In
don't
the deep web. You should look it up. It's probably on Twitter.
I can't look it up. That's all you, man. That's your job.
know.
I don't even know to search.
I tried
looking. Kasaya screenshot.
I tried looking for it on Instagram, you know, because usually it's like still up in the top, you know.
Yeah, you probably.
But I think he like deleted it or something.
Probably didn't want the rumors circulating.
It's probably some tampering.
Because it was just
talked
him
to
working.
Pace. It was just like, hey Pace, are we looking at this dude? Yeah, take that shit down.
Freaking idiot! Get this Vince Casaya's name.
Pace is probably like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, yeah, no, mine says it's Vinny Vin, so it's like, yo, get this Vinny Vin's guy's name. He knows something. No, but yeah.
Look at that! They predicted the McDaniels thing.
But but yeah, no. I mean, like, like I was texting you guys, like all the hints that Robinson was given. Like he deleted before today, a couple days ago. He deleted how he's not part of the Jacksonville Jaguars anymore. Changed his profile picture to a Cubs jersey. Him in a Cubs jersey. Just saying. Just saying. But I know San Fran's gonna be hard on him.
Yeah.
I don't think Ravens can get him. I think Baltimore's kind of tight.
Yeah, they
against
are
the
pretty
cap.
tight.
So That's who I think Calvin Ridley's going to go to, by the way. Ozzy's last draft, he loves those Alabama players.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Because Sammy Watkins is still out there.
Watkins is going to get... I'm hoping, as a
Going to the
Chicago
Bills.
fan, we can... Yeah, that'd be something. That we can try
miss
to
you, man.
get A-Rob before Watkins signs. 'Cause I think somebody's going to overpay for Watkins.
Well, I think
The thing is,
Watkins is going to set the market. I think A-Rob's going to go above him.
there's a rumor that like agents whatever the fuck at the combine was saying that A-Rob was only going to command like 10 to 12 mil. And if that's the case, like, let's
him.
raise it up to 13 to be nice. Get him.
Yeah. Pay this dude.
Right? But yeah, so that's just my future fantasy that I'll be jerking off later about. Anyway,
So how many catches did he have in your franchise mode in the last like week?
no, I did do a franchise mode once, and I went off and signed him, whatever, and he ended up catching like 24 touchdowns for the season. I was doing like what you did that one year, where you just force fed Mike Evans.
That was a good year.
Yeah.
Slant routes in the red zone, just a yard away.
That-
That open every fucking
That
time.
freaking
Will
one
Fuller
route.
on the
Yeah, you
shut
stupid
route.
go routes. Yeah, I hate playing with a franchise with you, Mason, because I so like realism, and your stats just piss me off. Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo, 6,000 passing yards, like 63 touchdowns, 48 picks. Like, what?
he knows where he likes.
Jeez.
Yeah, I like realism too, and that shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
Speaking of Twitter, by the way, Twitter is like the best place to get information about this shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's,
Yeah, that's the only reason I have a Twitter, is just to find shit out. Eric Arbrecht just said yo to me. Shout out to Eric.
But it is the best place because, like you said, you can look at guys when they take down shit from their team before the even announcements come on that they're going to be a free agent and stuff. You can spy that shit out and figure it out quick.
It's just funny
if you're
'cause
on
I-
your toes.
Yeah, it's just like I'm just never like that glued because like when I saw Allen Robinson's thing, I was like, I would have never known that he used to say Jacksonville Jaguar wide receiver too. I just wrote because it just says former Penn State, blah blah blah. Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also a cool thing because Adrian Amos played at Penn State too, so the buddies. I mean, dude, they have
That's
to be.
why-
They
that's why
have
they
to
were
be. If
commenting.
he's viewing his freaking workout video at
That's true.
7:30 in the morning. Like,
There's either crazy super fans watching this or besties.
that's what I'm saying.
So it is kind of weird that he's in the chat room with you.
It's awesome though.
That is awesome.
Show a screenshot.
So other than that, D-backs, how do you feel?
I think the D-back class is, I think it's good.
It's good.
Like I don't, I think the only like stud corners I really see is I think Denzel Ward can be a real good corner, and Josh Jackson.
Which one is Denzel Ward?
He's the Ohio State guy,
Okay.
the super athlete dude.
See, I'm hearing a lot of Hughes from UCF.
I like Hughes. I just don't know. I just
What
don't
about
know if
Minka?
I see like.
Do you like Minka?
I don't know. I don't know too much about him.
Highly debatable.
Yeah,
in
he's
my,
just like
in
on
my
Alabama,
circle.
so it's just like, yeah, I don't know.
In my circle, I've been
Yeah.
talking about Minka, and I don't know how to feel about him, man. I don't like him that much. I don't think he's a top 10 pick. But that's just me. I feel like he's the kind of guy that would be good on a team that already kind of has a set defense, and they need a Swiss Army knife kind of player.
and that's coming like. I mean, how do you guys like Tyrann Mathieu? Do you guys think he's amazing?
See,
I like
Because this
him.
guy is pretty much a big version of Tyrann Mathieu.
So you can actually play corner.
Huh?
So you can actually play like
He,
actual corner.
nickel.
he can play
So you get more
nickel. It's just that you just don't draft a guy. Just like slot receivers.
Yeah,
you don't
that high.
draft him. Draft a slot in the top 10,
Yeah,
let
you
alone
don't.
first.
Yeah.
But
And that's why he bothers me, because he's a nickel or a linebacker safety hybrid / a strong safety. like kind of a
Slash
in the,
kicker.
in the box type player. So I just don't see him having one position in the NFL, which is fine. But it just reminds me of a Jabril Peppers, where it's like, he's jack of all trades,
like him a
master of
shit
none.
ton more than Jabril Peppers.
Off the field and personality wise, he's a lot better
Yeah.
than Jabril Peppers. But just as a
And he runs pretty much like the same 40 as Jabril, and he's like 20 pounds bigger and 3 inches taller.
But to just like project what he's going to be on the next level is hard to do. That's all I'm at.
Okay. Well, I think
thing
you're
I'm
a
looking
fucking
at has,
idiot. Just kidding.
I just think if a team has a corner need, they can go Josh Jackson and feel great about it.
Yeah.
Whereas if they need a safety, I don't think this guy's. Depends on what you're looking for in a safety. Because I don't think this guy's the best cover safety.
No. I think another thing about Josh Jackson, I would have him straight up top 10 pick if he was just a little bit faster. That's my only
he
problem.
Ran like a 4 or 5 something.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
But
It's slower than I expected.
yeah.
But it looks like he plays zone pretty well.
yeah.
And his man coverage, he undercuts out routes pretty well. He plays long, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
But I like him as an athlete and as a coverage guy more than I like Minkah Fitzpatrick in the top 10. You know what I mean? He doesn't project anywhere for me to where I'm saying like, yeah, I really want him. I'm seeing number 1 overall, anywhere from number 1 to number 7, 8-ish.
Yeah, I think
Nothing lower than that,
I do
though.
think he'll get picked in the top 12.
Yeah. I just don't see the sense because most of those teams are rebuilding.
Well,
And he doesn't really... Because when you want to make your defense play better, you get pass rushers. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And he's just too small to do that all the time.
Yeah. How'd you guys feel about Derwin James?
I thought he's a freaky athlete.
I thought his athleticism was way better than I thought it was going to be.
He is a freaky athlete. I like him.
And you go by his freshman and sophomore tape, he looks really good.
But then you look at last year. I watched every play from last year, and he just looked like another one of the... I like the corner there better.
Tavares McFadden?
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a safety at the next level.
Yeah, I think he could be.
He's too slow for wide receivers. The dude ran a 4.7.
I didn't know he was that slow.
Nah, I think it was like a 4.67. Still slow, but
Yeah, I mean, I just saying I was watching tape on both of them today.
dude was a bar hawk. Not this year, but it was last year.
I was watching tape on both of them today, and I was like, you know what? I like what I see from this guy a little bit better than I do.
But yeah, he's definitely going to be a safety.
But I would say I like Derwin James a little bit better than Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, it's just because Derwin's a safety.
Yeah, that's true.
6'3", 215.
Speaking of Tyrann
Jesus.
Mathieu, by the way, I'm pretty sure he's hitting the market.
Yeah?
Think
Like
so.
getting traded or released?
Released to save some cap room. The 12th, I'm pretty sure, is the day they have to release him in order to save some cap space. So that's just what I heard through the grapevine. I heard Tyrann Mathieu is going to be a cap casualty. Which that would be interesting. That brings somebody into the fold.
Yeah. I like that. I was reading Derwin James' sources tell us thing.
What do the sources tell us?
He is going to be the dude in any locker room he ends up in. That's his makeup. Physically, he's probably more talented than Jamal Adams, but Adams was more consistent as a player. Derwin is still learning, so he has a sky-high projection if his play can catch up to the talent. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't want him, but whatever.
AKA, he's just got to learn the game.
Yeah, he just needs to be around some good coaching.
Because he's a thumper. He can hit.
Mm-hmm. And he has the athleticism to be a bar hawk, too.
It's just, is he
Like
going to
free
be
safety.
where he needs to be when he needs to be there kind of thing?
I mean, his first couple of years, he were... he suffered My left lateral meniscus tear. In his sophomore season? I don't know. I think he's going to be good.
All right. You know.
But I think as the safeties, I would like him over Minka.
Yeah.
Just because I know he's a safety.
So of the top 10 projected picks after this weekend, who do you think is the bust? Because I'm hearing a lot of good talk about everybody. It's all this great talk about Minka and how he's fast, and
All right, let's look
Saquon
at
and how good he
I'm
is.
gonna look
Who's
at
the bust?
like is looking at like a mock. Like
Yeah, just give me a random mock. Who's the
all right,
bust?
let me look
because
at that.
you know,
Let me look
For
up a mock quick.
CBS Sports, their top 10.
Well, that's the
is-
worst thing you just did there. I'm just kidding.
It's the first one that came up.
I'm doing Matt Miller because he's
Fine.
trying to be fast. This is his first. It's 45 minutes into the podcast, and Mason's fifth words are coming.
ooh. Matt Miller did a 7-round mock draft.
Yeah, it was okay.
Cleveland, Saquon Barkley. No, I don't think he's gonna be a bust. Curt Nelson, fuck no. Bradley Chubb. His 3-cone drill was on the bottom half. I didn't like that. So, but and the thing with Chubb, he has 2 defensive tackles that's going to get drafted too.
Yeah.
So he could have been just on a decently talented line. But I think Chubb is actually still solid, though. I'm just saying all that.
I think he's solid. I think what Chubb's
top 10.
combi-
Actually, that's easy.
I think Chubb's combine for me just solidified a lot of things. It just made me go, yep.
Yeah.
That's kind of, yep. That's what I expected.
I thought he ran his 40 faster than I thought. I thought he was going to be more in the 4.7s because he looks like a bigger dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he ran like a 4.6.
Nothing really
7.
shocked me, though.
Yeah. But to your question for the bust, I didn't even have to look this up. Any of the quarterbacks.
Any of them?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Matt Miller. Has the Bears picking Jermaine Edmonds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He was a freak. 19 years old. He's 253 pounds. So he's not even in his adulthood man's body yet. He's still a kid.
Yeah. I remember what I looked like when I was 19. Definitely way different.
Like, is he like gonna get up to like 270 when he's 23 and just still running a 4.5?
He's 23. Has been in 4 years in an NFL caliber weightlifting program.
Yeah,
He's gonna be fucking insane.
Yeah, he's probably my third prospect.
Really? You got him that high, huh?
I'm so high on him because the dude he's a solid pass rusher, and the fact that he's still so young. If you were like, you know what, I think you might be better as a pass rusher linebacker. They can just coach him up to do that because he's still so young.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love him young like that.
That's so much potential.
So who's your bus? Who's your bus?
I would say Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold?
Like literally any quarterback. I'm not
I mean,
I'm not
he's
just
probably
gonna.
not going to start right away, though.
I'm just
He's going
not going to. It's unfair to just the one quarterback to point out. 'Cause
I think the
all of them-
quarterback who starts right away is the one that is a bust.
You think so?
Yeah, if they sit, because all of them are not ready right now.
I disagree. I think Rosen
I mean-
could play.
Well, he can, but will he be good right away? Would he be better if he sat?
Well, you can say that about almost any quarterback
yeah.
that gets drafted.
I'm just
He had a
saying,
really
most
good
likely.
theory, by the way, about A.J. McCarron, which
Oh.
pisses me off.
I
but-
think AJ McCarron's gonna go to Cleveland. He'll be the starter, and then
Do you think they still draft a quarterback if they do that?
Nope. Because the thing is like, yeah, Kaiser was dog shit terrible, but he was not supposed to play. He wasn't. Like, the dude has a strong arm. He's athletic. He has the dude. I mean, this might sound terrible, but his head coach is Hugh Jackson. And he hasn't killed himself yet. All the time he's got thrown under the bus. Like, he just said, "Hey, I'm gonna come back and try to get better." So he has good attitude.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just keep him and he knows the offense. So I think they're trying to groom him, and then hopefully, and then I'm gonna hope AJ McCarron is the man, which he could be. When he came in, as a rookie, when Andy Dalton went down. He might have been a rookie. I'm not sure. He looked solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I liked him coming out
It
of the
wasn't
draft.
his fault that they lost that playoff game. It was Pac-Man Jones and
Yep.
what's his name? Perfect.
Yeah, Vontaze.
Yeah, I think we was at Bad Badger
Oh
in
yeah,
that
yeah,
game.
yeah.
I remember that.
Mhm.
But anyway,
So that's
sorry.
going for him.
Mhm.
Didn't work out.
Way off. But I know
yeah,
I liked
no.
AJ McCarron coming out of the draft when he was originally
Yeah.
coming out. I thought, this is a really good developmental young player.
Dude's a
He
leader.
Won a lot of games. He's a leader, and I know a lot of people say Alabama quarterback.
He's
but
won
this
a lot of games.
This guy,
Cleveland, don't do that.
he's an Alabama quarterback, yeah, but he was one of the better ones in
Probably the
recent history. I mean,
Best.
yeah,
maybe the best in their history. I don't know any Alabama quarterbacks that's great.
yeah, and he was not that bad. And
No, he put up stats.
He looked good in the combine when he came out, and I liked him. I
Has,
wanted him to be Tampa's quarterback,
he has
draft
a-
him later, and develop him because he's got the attitude.
Is he the one that had the wife or girlfriend that
Oh yeah.
announcer dude was all over? So he has that going for him too.
Yeah. Did you hear what Kiffin said about
He's
his
a winner at
recruiters?
home too.
Oh,
That shit was so funny. Lane Kiffin goes, the way
Kiffin's
I tell,
awesome.
Yeah, he's really awesome. He goes, the way I tell if my recruiter's good or not is I look at how hot their wife is. That's pretty solid.
yeah, he's awesome.
Good tactic.
But yeah, back
good
to
tactic.
the Browns thing. So with that, I think the Browns were draft Bradley Chubb number one
Number
overall.
one.
Chubb.
Pair him up with Myers Garrett on that D line. Have Emmanuel Ogbah come in because I think a lot of people is going to look at
The Jags.
like the Jags. That was really good. Minnesota has a good D line. The Eagles just won, and they were deep on the D line. And now you got probably two pass rushers whose potential is probably better than any of the dudes on those D lines that we just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And Sheldon's still on his rookie deal,
Then
right?
yeah, Sheldon? What's his name?
Forgot his first name. It's like something Sheldon.
What is the big Hawaiian dude?
Yeah.
Damon Shelton.
Yeah.
Damon Shelton. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you got him playing whatever.
Knows pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it.
Yeah.
And then number 4, if you really want to round out defense, you take Micah Fitzpatrick off the board, who I think is a bust. But you take him, and
all the busts to Browns. They can have all of them.
but they could, with him and Jabril Peppers, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But
No, not at all. I forgot about Jabril's there.
yeah, I hate Jabril Peppers.
I'll watch him piss me off and pick Edmonds. Fuckers. I think Cleveland
Yeah.
can burn it now. Just kidding.
Oh my god, no! I think they could pick up another defensive guy or pick up. I still think Quentin Nelson, even if he doesn't play guard, move one of the guys to center for God's sakes. This guy's so
Dude,
good.
their line is solid, dude.
Yeah, and pick this guy up and Duke Johnson. It doesn't matter who's running the ball then. Duke Johnson, pick up Carlos Hyde. I don't give a shit.
But
I don't need Saquon Barkley with that O-line.
yeah. But I also think because I don't know. I think they probably would pick Barkley 4th overall.
Yeah.
If he's there, of course.
I don't see him dropping past 5.
No.
If he does, then I don't see him passing 6 because I think the Jets could pick him too.
Yeah, that's true. They got Bilal Powell.
And they did just come out saying that he's not going to get full time. They still want to get another guy to share
Speaking
shares
of
with him.
not full-time, did you hear Ivory went to the Bills today?
Yep.
Chris Ivory?
Yeah, because they're going to trade Shady McCoy.
Are they?
I have no idea, but maybe. I mean, he's getting up there in age. He's
Yeah.
still good,
Got hurt.
but
a
a
little
team
bit last year.
a running back team needs him. Who would that be? I don't know.
Especially if they're a contender. I mean, let's be honest. He doesn't want to play for the Bills forever.
Nope.
He wants to go try to win a ring.
Yeah, he saw Philly win. And he's like, man.
Oh, it's
I was
so,
on
which
that
I
team.
feel, which I feel back. He grew up a Philly fan too, and just
You
you
know,
were drafted by
couldn't
your
do it.
team,
you know, I could
and
see
then
him
fucking
going
Chip Kelly.
Detroit, and then get hurt. Because Detroit never has a good run game. It's the Barry Sanders curse. But it would look cool on paper, and everybody would get really excited.
Okay.
I've heard it said that LaShawn McCoy is Wolverine, though.
Who?
LaShawn McCoy? I've heard it said that he's Wolverine.
Yeah, he's all metal.
He just heals. Inexplicably fast.
I
But
Nick, just for you, I was looking at possible kickers that Tampa could
Oh, my God.
draft in the top 3 rounds.
let's just make it the first round, huh?
My favorite guy is Eddie Pinheiro from Florida. Strong leg. It's really the only
As
kicker
long as
I
we
could
can
get.
trade up for him. That would be preferred.
Oh, man, I'm trying to think of some safety that you guys could pick instead. Watch Derwin James fall to the second round. You guys still pick.
Let's go kicker. Yeah. Sounds good.
With the 7th pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers pick a kicker. Okay.
Oh, that'd be my dream if Tampa would
That'd be
pick him in the
hilarious.
first round.
That'd be awesome.
Seabass.
Because then another guy falls to us.
Oh,
Where's Seabass end up?
He's a free
Tampa
agent,
Bay.
I think.
You think so?
I don't fucking know. I don't care as long as I don't draft a guy.
You just want a kicker.
All right. Real question, though. Guy in the draft with the highest upside.
Edmonds?
Edmonds?
He's 19. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Who you got?
yeah, no copies.
Bitch.
I hate to be the popular guy, but I think Shaquan Barkley. Hey, he's fucking phenomenal.
Another guy, honorable mention, Arden Key. I think he has high upside too.
I'm going Davenport. He's my high upside guy.
See, I want to say Davenport, but then your attitude earlier about him.
His athletic ability is through the roof.
I know.
But he reminds me of Ziggy Ansah, where he just doesn't know.
You know what I like
he's
about
doing.
him over Ziggy? When Ziggy came in, he was like 23, 24.
Yeah, he was like, he was
and
older.
Davenport's only 20, 21. So I like that.
And he's not foreign.
And it's not that. And Ziggy was new to football. Davenport was playing wide receiver and shit in high school and stuff. So that's what I think he could be better. And I like that Davenport comes from where he was standing up.
Mm-hmm.
So he already kind of has that down as pass rushing. So I like
But I
that.
think he could, if he gets on the right team, right situation, which is what I think 50% of the draft is. It's just there's some guys that are uber talented, but they get put on a shitty team, and then they get bad coaching, and then half their career flounders. But I think, obviously, all that aside, Davenport, if he goes on a team, could be better than Chubb. Could be.
I could see that.
Also, Arden Key could be better than Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they just have such a, what if he doesn't develop, or what if his player concerns rise to the surface?
Yeah.
We get Alton Smith. And
Oh, I just
What's funny, man?
Because
don't worry about
this
it.
mock draft I'm looking at has Tampa Bay drafting Minka Fitzpatrick.
Good God.
Oh yeah. What does this one have? What did he had pick a few? Oh yeah, Minka.
Who did?
To confirm
Miller,
Minka's.
Who did you have? Which mock draft did you look at?
Good question.
If Creighton, Nelson, Fozzie guys, you want them?
Yeah. Absolutely. Hall of Fame guard. I'll take that.
Paul Kazan.
Yeah, I think he. Actually, honestly, I would probably put Nelson as my number one guy because he's the one dude who he doesn't need because Barkley, he's amazing, but he needs help with an O line.
Mm-hmm.
Nelson just can go in there and just be himself.
Yeah.
Like
Just-
I think no matter what, like you like, oh yeah, pick a Hall of Famer. I think he's gonna be.
Yeah. I just think you pick him. He changes the mood in your locker room already because he's got that taekwondo attitude, discipline, wants to work kind of thing. So number one, you got a guy that takes over at least the O-line room.
Oh,
So that's good. He's
Another-
fucking good.
another thing you're gonna like about him. So, on the like Chicago's like podcast thing, they were talking to Notre Dame beat writer or whatever because
They're
because
interested.
Nelson's an option for him, and then our O line coach is from Notre Dame, and they were saying how
Like it.
Larry Heinstein, I think is his name. He's just 100% football. He loves the cuss, and if you're a player that doesn't love football, he says you're probably gonna end up quitting. and I guess one guy who was a starter on the team, he didn't say his name, he quit and got like a daytime job because he did not want to be coached by Larry Heinstein anymore.
Jesus.
They said it takes special guys to get the deal with this coach, and
Quentin Nelson did
Quentin Nelson, McGlinchey, Nick Martin, Zach Martin, Ronnie Stanley.
So he brings out the best in him.
Yep, Stanley, first round pick. Zach Martin first. I think Nick was a second rounder.
Either way, those
Quentin
are
Nelson,
all good players.
top 10 should be. And then Glynchy, somewhere in the first.
No, but I love this guy. I watched his tape today, and just what he does, pass blocking. You know how a lot of offensive linemen, they take that 1 or 2 steps back, and then they kind of wait for the D lineman to make a move,
Yeah.
and they shoot their hands out. This guy takes almost a step forward and just meets him, and it's just like, all right, you're here now. You're going to be blocked by me. He's not that good at pulling and getting outside the pocket and kind of setting up those kind of blocks. He's just kind of a man blocking / stout pass blocking.
See, that's weird because I heard he's really good at pulling
Really?
because he's like a freak athlete.
I heard.
for his size.
So it was saying he was slow. Not that he wasn't good.
Yeah.
Because once he got his hands on him, he was good. But he's just slow getting out to the perimeter.
Huh,
So that was
I
the
don't
only
know.
pretty much knock, which is like, okay, so he either gets better at it or he just doesn't do it. Either way, you don't need him to do that. It's not
Yeah.
required. And that was just pulling like outside on a toss. It wasn't like a trap, you know?
Okay.
So other than that, his game is just flawless. His leverage, the way he stops bull rushes, everything. He's just got the right kind of everything. He's crazy.
Yeah, I love Quentin Nelson.
Oh, and I watched one more thing about Saquon Barkley. Sorry to gush about him. But it was about his Ohio State game when he was a freshman.
Yeah, he's a beast, I know.
And the people he was playing against. And he still lit it up. I think 10 out of the 11 people on that Ohio State defense are NFL starters now. And he lit them up. So we're talking Malik Hooker, Joey Bosa, just a whole bunch of guys like that.
Hey, Mason. Breaking news. Barkley's good at football.
Wow.
He's insane, man. He is insane.
Dude, he's from Penn State, so...
And it was
You know-
specifically talking about how low he actually gets when he goes to make his cuts and stuff. Dude gets low.
Yeah.
His-
His ass touches the grass.
Yeah, he literally squatting the whole time.
Franklin did good with him.
What?
Jonathan Franklin, the coach for Penn State.
Yeah.
Is Jonathan Franklin like the ex-Packers guy?
Not that guy. Not the one that was
No,
trying to
Franklin,
run for mayor.
he helped Vanderbilt football become, like, relevant as
Vanderbilt football's relevant?
as like a team that can actually win more than, like, 7 games.
Yeah. I do like him, though, because he was the one that like ran after his players that didn't want to shake hands with the other team after they lost and made them shake hands with the other team.
Nice.
So
My only
guy.
problem with Franklin, though, is that he doesn't play. He's more like my system kind of
that's
guy.
true. Yeah.
Because he tried to put Hackenberg in his system and it just did
Speaking of
not
which,
work
where
out.
is Hackenberg?
Stay with the Jets. You know why else I think Allen Robinson is a special player?
Why?
Because his last year in college, he was played with a freshman, Hackenberg. And he made Hackenberg look like a potential number 1 overall pick. That says it all there, folks.
So is Hackenberg
So,
actually just not that good, or did he not play?
I don't know what the issue is.
Because I didn't even know where he went. I was watching tape today. I was like, oh yeah, I remember they did have Hackenberg. Where the fuck did he go? And now it's just like, do the Jets draft a quarterback?
Well, they're trying to get Kirk, so
That's
yeah,
why it doesn't
probably.
make any sense.
No, I guess I guess he was just pretty much a wasted pick because they still didn't even play him at the end of last year when McCown got hurt. They put in, Bryce Petty.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
And
know
they're
where
just
he went.
they're just like Hackenberg still isn't ready. I guess I was like, okay, like why not just? That's my problem with the Jets. It's like, well, you guys put a 2nd round pick on him. Like, what? You're
Why
not
aren't you
winning
playing
it.
him?
Well, just give it a try. Maybe he's a gamer. You know,
Yeah.
like they say Tebow, he was a gamer.
I miss Tebow.
He would have been a great tight end.
I wish he could have went to a team that actually believed in him.
We'd be remiss to not talk about the Tim Tebow player in this draft.
Let's see who went to BYU.
What? No, not the BYU. I'm talking about that quarterback. What's his name? I just had it. Louisville guy.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the guy. I don't know. I wanted to say Josh Jackson. I knew it was Jackson.
That's
But Lamar Jackson.
Iowa corner.
First round pick?
Yeah, he's gonna be a first round pick.
Yeah, his leg, like, he can run. So that's going to make him a
You can
first
run.
round, yeah.
No, I mean
Yeah,
a
running
lot
away
of.
from the cop speed.
I mean, yeah, well, he does. Because I mean, a lot of running
What was his
quarterbacks
40?
you could see. Yeah,
Sorry, that's a bad
Yeah,
joke. That was a bad joke.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, what's wrong with you? No, I mean, like we talked earlier, I think he's probably the one quarterback that probably needs like a 2-year sit. 2 years. But I think
Where would you like him to go?
the
What do you
Chiefs
think is
would
the-
have been my number one if they didn't have Mahomes, because Andy Reid's proven he can make a quarterback like Lamar Jackson into
That
a
would've been
pocket
cool.
quarterback. That would have been awesome.
That would have been cool.
Bill O'Brien would have been nice, but they got Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Who
What
else is
about
out there?
Arizona?
Defensive-minded head coach, your offense coordinator is who? Mike McCoy.
No.
Who's the offense coordinator again?
I don't know. That's on you, man.
Um,
But no, I don't like Arizona that much for him because I feel like, one, he's not going to sit. He's going to start right away.
Not unless they get fucking Josh McCown, bro. Bring back Josh.
What is up with you and Josh McCown, man?
Dude,
You love
he
that
had a
guy.
great year. He was a top 10 quarterback this year. Get over it. look at the stats, bro.
Do you
Look
remember
at
It
when
was
that-
Mike McCoy. You're
Huh?
right. Mike McCoy.
It was
Oh,
Mike McCoy? I
yeah,
thought
see?
McCoy was the Chargers.
Nope.
coordinator.
He was their head coach, you fool.
What the fuck?
Then he went to Denver as their OC. They cut him.
Yeah, that's what it
They
was.
said he was the problem. Then,
Definitely the problem.
what team would be a fit? Maybe the Chargers. Learned under Phillip Rivers for a couple of years.
Okay.
I don't know how they
They got a
develop.
good defense.
Got a
Good
good
defense.
already.
They
But
got
I feel, like
receivers.
I feel like they're at their window, though.
Yeah. But you also, I mean, look at the Chiefs. They thought we thought they were at their window. They still traded up for Mahomes.
Yeah.
You think they could have maybe used some defensive help this year instead of
That's true.
allowing every team?
That's true. Chargers, I would like, I guess. But I don't know. I keep thinking about the teams that would actually be successful with him, like coaching wise and everything. And you look at guys who are maybe Andy Reid understudies, and those teams all have quarterbacks.
Trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see him in Atlanta.
I'd like to see him in Carolina.
I just have this weird thing that I think. All right, this is gonna sound weird. I just feel like black quarterbacks look good in Atlanta. I think it's the Michael Vick syndrome, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. He just looks.
But just imagine him wearing that Patrick Peterson jersey. He'd look good.
I think. So here's my biggest question
and
mark
then Lamar
about.
picks number 7.
Oh.
I think my biggest question mark about him is why does his voice sound so weird?
What about Cincinnati?
He's got a baby voice.
I mean, it wouldn't make sense because they have any.
No,
but
it doesn't.
Not
Because
not
Marvin
just
Lewis
that.
doesn't like to have any fun.
That's true. That's very true. He should just get fired.
He's holding that job ransom,
I don't
man.
like to talk about other people's jobs,
What?
but he should get fired.
Seattle, but they wouldn't pick him.
Yeah, they got Russ. Unless he wants to be a full-time Yankee, then maybe.
I need a.
Maybe the Saints?
I'm gonna look at every team, Crick. The Saints, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I can see him with the Saints.
I just know.
As an
I just think I'm
underrated breed.
forgetting a team.
Have you guys seen Gesicki's tape, by the way? My biggest question
I
mark
saw a
on
little
him
bit. Yeah,
is his
I've seen it.
My biggest
I told
question
you I
mark
don't
on
like his
him
blocking.
is his touchdown dance. He's this weird like fist bump thing, and that's all he does. I heard that's
From
shying.
jealousy?
I don't know. I heard that's
Pittsburgh.
a lot of teams are shying away from him. Pittsburgh, I
Oh,
like.
Yep.
Pittsburgh I like a lot. That makes...
Ooh, he could look like a Cordell Stewart.
What?
Cordell Stewart.
I know what you're saying.
The old school Pittsburgh quarterback way back in the day before Roethlisberger raped people.
Okay, man, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't know why you had to bring
Allegedly.
the rain thing into it.
Um,
Pittsburgh I like, though, because Big Ben could be like, hey, here's how you don't kill yourself when you get sacked.
let's see.
You only just get hurt.
You would show him how to eat.
I know that they just re-signed Blake Bortles by Jacksonville. I would say Baltimore, but you never know who the hell their OC is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll probably just give him to the Bills.
Washington maybe not be too bad. Jay Gruden's seems like a solid coach.
Yeah, but he didn't get along with RG3 that much.
No one
calling him
else has
racist?
either.
That's true. That's true. Every time RG3 hit the microphone, he was like, yeah, it's the ref's fault. Yeah, it's my wide receiver's fault. Yeah, it's because they keep hitting me late. How about you just get better, RG3?
He's
Don't
doing
be
some
afraid of
weird
grass,
countdown
man.
thing on Twitter. He has like, I think he's like 4 days to go, and like no one knows what it's for.
What?
Yeah, I know he's doing something. But
XFL.
I just saw. I mean, the Giants maybe won't be too terrible. Pat Shermer. You don't. I mean, the playing
Beginning of the second round?
starting Eli. If they were there in the second round, I think they would bounce.
Yeah.
I would if I was them.
Okay. I'm fine with those, I guess.
But yeah, I like Pittsburgh though.
I don't like him going anywhere where he has to start, though.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't think any team that needs a starting quarterback should pick Lamar Jackson or Quentin Flowers. He was he's South Florida's quarterback, and I thought he looked
What
like
about
shit.
Mason Rudolph?
Mason Rudolph. He's another guy. I don't know. I see his ceiling as low end starter.
Okay.
I don't know. There's something about him I just don't like.
Okay. What we need to start digging into soon as we wrap up this show is the later round prospects. Because I feel like we got a firm grip on first round now. I feel like some of these late round steals. Because there's guys in the third, fourth round every year that get picked that just come into the league and take it by storm.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see who those guys are. And I want to look in and see who's a bust, which you can kind of see it sometimes.
Oh yeah.
So
you have Mick Fitzpatrick a bust.
yeah, that's my. How do you project? How do you call a guy a bust though? What's the determinant? At what point you say, yeah, that dude was a bust?
Let's say
Like if Hackenberg doesn't start in 2 more years,
technically
Can we
that would
say
be a
it's a bust?
bust. It's just I don't know. Bust is so many different meanings. Like
Taylor Lewan, apparently he's a bust.
I'd take a Taylor Lewan. He's like what?
Yeah, that's just what I heard.
Well, whoever you heard that from is a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Dude's like a top 10 right tackle.
that's just half of the media that covers the league, man. I'm just repeating what I see.
Yeah. I don't
Maybe,
know.
So how do you
who's
classify
the-
a bust?
I don't know.
Like-
I mean,
But like a guy
Would you
like,
say Doug Martin was a bust?
picked at the end of the first round,
2 good seasons.
2 good seasons. I would say for a first round running back, yeah.
What if they made the playoffs one of those 2 years?
then depends on how good he did in the playoffs.
No, because it's their first round pick. He has to be better than any running back picks after him. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
Like if you're not better than the guys after you, then it's like we wasted a pick on you, bud.
Okay. So
Like,
you
but-
would say
But another guy you could say like had a good career, but a bust. Reggie Bush, at the second overall pick. You picking a running back second overall pick, he better be rushing 1,300.
you better be
rushing yards
Saquon
every
Barkley.
year. But you know what's unfair though for Bush? If Bush would come into the league today, he would be worth a top 20 pick because he.
How much they
fits-
value pass catching backs
Yeah.
now?
Christian McCaffrey was a top 10 pick. Bush's tape, he probably would have been number 1 overall. Bush was one of the best college running backs I've ever seen. He was great.
So your definition of a bust is if somebody does better than you that got drafted later than you.
Oh, in a way. I mean, it doesn't have to be the exact freaking meaning. Like, would you say Doug Martin was not a bust?
I would say he's a bust.
Okay. Well,
I say like now he's
I'm
a
just
bust, but if
asking.
he goes to another team and like lights it up, then he's not a bust.
Up until his
his
contract
career
year,
wouldn't be a bust then, but
Yeah.
as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer,
Yeah, as a
he
Tampa
was
Bay
bust.
Buccaneer, he's a bust.
if you would have asked me the same question in his contract year, like after he had two good seasons, two bad seasons, I would have said no.
Yeah.
But then the year after his contract year, I would have said yes. I don't know why.
I don't know. The term bust is just whatever you want it to mean. Like,
It's subjective.
what do you guys feel about injuries? Do you think that's fair to call them a bust?
Yeah, it constitutes bust. Like Sam Bradford, bust. I don't care if he got hurt, and even if he's serviceable right now, still
Yeah.
a bust.
Yeah.
He wasn't the franchise quarterback.
Would you
for
think?
St. Louis.
Do you think Gaines Adams was a bust?
Yeah,
That's fucking
the
terrible.
dude died,
Fucking
man.
terrible.
Rest his soul.
Wow.
God.
What about Alex Smith?
No, not a bust.
Oh, he's had a great career.
Yeah,
Well, with your terminology, saying like guys drafted after him, Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers, so.
you're right. You're right.
Well, I guess in that way, technically, he was a bust for San Francisco.
Yeah.
You could have had Aaron Rodgers. Oh, even though I still don't think Rodgers
mean,
would have been good for San
They would have
Francisco.
sat Rodgers for Kaepernick
It's
because
just coaching.
they had no reason to not start Alex Smith after he came back from injury.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
just-
having a good year.
I feel like you have to weigh in like coaching decisions with bust too. Like if the coach is just an idiot. And
Yeah, that's a big thing, too. Coaching matters so
That's why I
much.
said before. That's why the draft is like 50-50 because there's some guys that are good, but then just get a shitty situation with a shitty
Yeah.
positional coach that doesn't teach them anything, and then they don't develop.
That's why I brought up the Rodgers thing. So I was like, Rodgers drafted in San Fran. I don't think at all he's the quarterback he is.
And if Alex Smith
Oh,
would have went
yeah.
to Green Bay,
he probably would be.
oh yeah, he's every bit as accurate as Aaron Rodgers, dare I say.
And he broke out that deep ball this year.
So
Good for him. You know who helped break that out? Matt Nagy. Yes, coach.
Is it Nagy or
all
Nagy?
right,
Nagy.
we-
Question.
Nagy. What the hell did you just say?
one more Bears comment
No,
from you.
not
We're
at all.
shutting this show down.
Well,
Come on, man. My
Same
parents
question
love it
was
when I bring
asked.
that in. Hey, Mom.
same question was asked to Ryan Pace, and he said he goes by either. So fuck you.
What are you saying?
Said the same
Nagy?
question
What's-
about
what's the other
Nagy or
one?
Nagy.
It's
Or
not
Nagy.
Nagy at all.
Hey.
That was not the.
Well,
that's
Nagy.
not
You
what
might
he
want to
said.
talk to your GM.
It's Nagy or it's Nagy or something else, but it's not whatever the hell you're saying.
Nagy,
Yeah, that's not. That wasn't part of the thing too.
that's not part of the deal.
No, I
It
know.
wasn't
I
in
know
his
what
contract?
you said though. No, I know what Pace said,
Yeah.
but they didn't say Nagy.
Fine.
Oh,
Well,
it's
what-
Nagy or
could be the other one.
Nagy or Nagy.
Can we just say Nagy?
That's what I said. Nagy. It's so much easier.
It just makes the
Quit
most
nagging
sense.
me.
Good God.
There's gonna be that one player that says that to him. He's cut. Oh, yeah, you want me to quit nagging you? All right, see ya.
Allen Robinson his first day.
I have one more bust. I have one more bust.
Yes, we get it. You hate
Roquan Smith.
Oh, you loved Roquan Smith, though.
Yeah, I like Edmonds a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
But Roquan Smith, I just don't see his skill set being good in the NFL. Because you watch his tape, it's a lot of pass rushing from the middle linebacker position, which, don't get me wrong, I like me some pass rushers. But I just don't think he's the sideline to sideline.
I don't think you're watching a lot of tape then, because
I'm watching some tape, man, and I'm just saying.
you
he
could just
seems-
watch him in the national
Seems
chat.
seems a little small.
Just watch him. Oh, he is small.
Seems a little small, and just doesn't do it for me when it comes to sideline to
I think you
sideline.
just don't like him in the first.
That might be it.
That could be it, because you're like, dude, we have a tiny dude in Quan, and we picked him in what round?
Like the third.
Yeah. And they're like almost the same size. I think Roquan's a little bigger, but
Yeah. Which, yeah, if you
But,
pick him in the
dude,
second or
watch him in
third,
the national championship game.
I'm
He's
good with
tackling people sideline to sideline.
I just don't see him being a first rounder, like grade wise. I think there's just
I see him as a first rounder.
I don't know when you compare
I
him
needs to
to
be in a weak side linebacker.
because I'm comparing him to people that are in the league because that's kind of what you got to do a little bit. I feel like because they are going to be competing against those guys, and I just don't see him being a top tier middle linebacker. And that's what I want if I'm drafting him in the first round.
Yeah, I don't see him as a middle linebacker. I think weak side will be his position.
Mm-hmm. But in a 3-4 or 4-3?
4-3.
Okay. So 4-3 outside linebacker.
The only 3-4 guys I see that can get picked in the first is Tremaine Edmonds, which he could play in a 4-3 if he wanted to, and that Leighton
He's like Anthony Barr.
Leighton Vander Itch, the Boise State guy. Look at his tape. That dude just tackling fucking machine.
I'll check him out.
And he ran like a 4.6, which is like good for a linebacker. It just sucks he's in a class where the linebackers this year are really freaking fast. I don't know if you saw a lot of the guys.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, look at a lot of their combines. There's a couple dudes that's running in 4.5s.
Every time I looked at the linebackers, I always was that Shaquem Griffin guy.
Oh,
I was just like, son of a bitch. Like,
that's all it turned into. Which is cool, a good story, but there's other guys in the draft.
Yeah, there is. And I feel like it put the blinders on me a little bit when it came to evaluating the linebackers, but I tried to watch a little bit.
8 linebackers in 4-5 range.
Yeah. They're fast this year. They're like the tight end version of last year's, where everybody was freaking running.
And you were just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's how it was. There's a Vanderbilt guy I think you would like. He was fast.
I'll check it out. But see, there's a whole bunch of guys running really fast. Maybe
But
some of those guys fall into the second, third
Rokron,
round.
I think, was
I know.
technically the third fastest, right?
He was second.
Second?
Yep.
Okay.
He was 4.5.
Who was the Vanderbilt guy?
He was 4.59.
Oh, okay. I had an
Check
idea.
this out. Kendall Beckwith, fourth round, I think.
Yeah.
I just feel like you can get linebackers later.
Yeah, but is he only solid because he's playing with an All-Pro in Levante and a solid player in Quan?
He was playing for them when they were hurt.
How'd you guys do? Your defense?
No, they didn't do terrible. I mean, him individually, he didn't do bad, but there's no pass rush to speak of in Tampa, so it's really hard to say, oh, yeah, our defense did great.
You guys should trade for Robert Grun.
Fuck you. I wish. It seems like it would make sense as a move, right?
That Burks guy from Vanderbilt.
Yep.
He had the second best 20-yard shuttle.
I'll look into it. I'll get
up.
back to you on these linebackers.
I gotta
But
look up.
he's just sitting on my bust radar.
He's my third-ranked guy
Really?
for linebackers.
Oh, for linebackers. Okay. I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck?
No, for
Overall.
linebackers it goes Tremaine, Leighton Vander Itch, Rokron, Darius Leonard, and then I can't think of. Oh, the fifth guy I think is Rashad Evans from Alabama.
Okay. We'll get some lists together. We need to do a mock draft soon.
I'll
but
bring it on Thursday.
We should probably call. We're closing on the hour 25 mark.
Holy Jesus!
Yeah. So
I gotta
next
go.
time, what are we talking about?
I don't
Suppose
know.
we get back into the divisions and kind of cover some of this
Divisions
stuff we didn't
or
see.
free agent preview.
Yeah, free agency preview.
Yeah.
Free agency starts at 4:00 on Tuesday. They can start talking to them on. Oh wait, when does it start? Actually,
It's
I
just
might
the
have just made that
6th
up.
there.
The 12th. Yeah, they
Yeah,
could start
so you got
talking
6
on.
days.
Yeah, free agency starts on the 14th. They can start talking on the 12th.
So Monday.
So
start talking.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Next
So
week.
yeah, preview. What? What'd you say?
14th is Wednesday next week, right?
Yeah. So they can start talking on Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday. Yeah.
So I'd say
next Tuesday.
So I'd say try to do a preview on, because dude, I mean, there's always a bunch of fucking agreements during the
Under the table handshakes.
which all gets broken anyway.
Yeah.
That's what's
Like Allen Robinson. Tampering, illegal tampering.
Tampering. Hey, you shouldn't.
no in
shouldn't
my
sign
luck.
him,
No,
man.
in my luck. He's going to San Fran.
Son of a bitch.
Jimmy
All the signs
Garoppolo.
Point to Chicago, and it was a false alarm. He's going to San Fran.
Anyway,
Maybe we'll knock out the divisions this weekend too. We'll see what happens, right?
see what happens in you guys' fucking schedules. I'm ready every Sunday for this, but you
All
guys
right.
don't ever hit me up.
Well, now that I know. All right, sounds good. Nick
busy.
Bedorowski, Vince Kasai, Mason Goodwin, High Upside guys. We'll see you next time.